When I turn this way, what does it look like?
It looks like you're looking at the camera. But let me hit. Wait. We are officially recording. Ryan's got some matcha right there. Hey everybody, I'm Hodgie.
My glasses fogged up there. I've never had matcha before.
You didn't introduce
Never
yourself.
before. Well, what's more important? I'm about to try matcha for the first time ever. It smells like cabbage. Maybe some sort of... Like I was looking at it, I wasn't trying to look or pay attention to the color. I'm just smelling it. I was like, it smells like a vegetable or something. Brussels sprouts came up, and I was like, no, it's not Brussels sprouts. It's not nasty like that. It's like cabbage. I like cabbage. Where it's a little funky, but.
Are you aerating it? Like it's wine or something?
They said it was milky.
To me it was. Usually people put milk in it, so maybe that's why.
It's pretty good.
Alright. There you have it.
Pretty good.
Matcha.
Matcha.
Pretty good.
Pretty
Alright.
good.
See you next week.
Oh my god, we turned on a heater over here and my fucking leg is on fire now. Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty cold down here. This is literally a cave. It is so cold.
It is cave-like. You should
Yes.
keep wine and bears down here. And then our shitty fucking weather here in Chicago's been rainy for 2
or 3 days, yeah. And it went from being almost 80 degrees to like back to the 40s.
40, rainy, cold, windy as shit.
That's Chicago for you.
That windy thing!
Speaking of that, me and my dad went on a trip. I think I was in high school. We went on a road trip to all the Hall of Fames. So we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Football Hall of Fame, baseball, basketball, hockey.
Where's the hockey at?
In Toronto. So we went to Cleveland, and then we went to Massachusetts because Cooperstown is in New York, and the Basketball Hall of Fame is in Massachusetts somewhere. And so we were like somewhere in like upstate New York or something like that. And we kind of went to each one, and then we went into Canada and went to Toronto and came home. But when we were in Cleveland, we were supposed to go on some kind of like historic train tour that they have in Cleveland.
It goes around Drew Carey's house and shit.
No, I think there's like, I don't know what it is. There's something like, it's not in the city, it's like outside, like, but it's some kind of historical thing. And I guess we didn't wake up in time to get to it.
So what?
Because I think Cleveland's Eastern time, it's not. Yeah, so I think my dad forgot that, and so we got up like an hour later. And so we got to the place where they do tours, and they're like, oh yeah, you missed it, but we can put you on this tour, and it's basically like a bus tour of the city. And my dad's like, well, yeah, I guess that's better than nothing. Okay, so we went on it. And so the tour guide is like asking everybody where they're from. And we were in the back, and she gets to us, and we're like, Chicago. And then she's kind of like, wait, you're from like a real city. Why do you want to...
Damn.
Why do you want to, like... But anyway.
Ew.
And then she's like, they have like rails on the sidewalk downtown, because it's so windy there that like people get blown away, and so they have these rails so they can like crawl to work and stuff. And she's like, but I'm sure it's not as windy as where you guys are from. And we kind of didn't want to like school her about why Chicago's called the Windy City. It has nothing to do with actual wind, but we didn't feel like educating her that day.
Why is it called the Windy City, Hans?
Something about politics and always blowing hot air.
Oh!
Yeah, something like that. Because we got the term, I don't know, 40s, 50s, around like the first Daley mayor, Richard J. Daley. So, I guess, we have a history of corrupt politics here.
What?
So, yeah.
Dude, take it easy, man.
Take
it easy.
Take it easy.
The family show.
Take it easy. Yeah. But, yeah.
And plus, like, it is windier here, though, I bet. And we don't need rails because we're not weak-ass fucking Cleveland people.
But we also have, like, giant towering buildings that kind of cut the wind.
No.
A little bit.
Not in the streets, baby. The streets is clear shot to the lake. You know it is, man. It's a straight shot. That wind comes roaring off the water.
They're on Lake Erie, so.
All the way to fucking Cumberland Avenue. Goes
is it
straight
Lake Erie?
shot. Is it who?
That Cleveland's on? Is it Lake Erie? Or?
I don't fucking know anything geographical.
So, yeah. That's the end of that story.
Well, now it is. Okay.
Speaking of Cleveland and Drew Carey.
Oh, shit.
He lost a lot of weight, too. Right?
Oh. I haven't. Is he still doing Price is Right?
Yeah.
And he's skinny? Like,
to me, he keeps getting
skinnier and skinnier. I think the last time I saw, he just got gray hair now, too, though, right? Like, he looks way weird. And
I feel like he dyes his hair blonde.
Platinum or something. Like, and the dude from Smash Mouth go to the same fucking barber, stylist.
Yeah. Okay.
My mom was telling about some fireman she went out with, that he was also a stylist. And I was, she's like, actually, he cut hair. I was like, so he was a barber. He had a barber shop. No, he was a stylist. I was like, okay. First of all, I don't know if you actually were a straight dude making that distinction. And then how does a dude learn how to cut women's hair?
School
of rock?
Huh? School of rock.
The Historian Museum.
Okay.
So you went to the Rock and Roll Historian Museum?
Yeah.
Fucking.
That was a long time ago.
No lasers at that point.
Yeah. So I weighed myself this morning, 328. That's 4 pounds. So we're back on track.
4 pounds a week.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Very
328.
nice.
24 pounds. Damn. Shirts are getting looser.
Yeah, these pants, I'm going to try to wear my 46-inch pants, because these are 48. And they're turning into, like, what you were talking about last week, where it's like just a bunched up material in the front.
Oh my god, I hate it.
Yeah, so, and a lot of shirts are fitting better and that kind of stuff, so we're getting there. I'll measure myself next week. I figure weekly is kind of, like, we saw how minuscule the differences were, so I thought if I do it maybe every other week.
What, weigh in?
No, the measurements.
Oh, measurement,
We
yeah.
might see a little bit more of a difference.
Every week. Alright, we saw 1/16 of an inch difference on your left bicep, different from last week. The right bicep really lost it last week. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I figured not do it every week, but yeah.
But I think that's good, because I mean, like we all know, your body composition could change, even though maybe even you stay the same weight.
Right.
You're losing inches and all the
Yeah.
right places.
Yeah, I remember when I tried to lose, when I lost weight in college, I was reading stuff and I read about how like a pound of fat takes up 6 times more surface area than a pound of muscle. So, like, you can be converting fat into muscle, and gain weight, possibly, and still be getting smaller. So,
I still haven't bought. Well, I can't fit in the 32s. I fit in the 34s just fine, but I don't know. I keep going back up. Since my birthday, my mom she brought me a French silk pie. Weren't we talking about that last week? And she just brought one. I ate like at least half of it yesterday in the whole. Oh man. And I ate I think I ate fast food a bit. I've been eating not too well.
Yesterday was the only day where it was kind of, not really, but like we went out to the mall and then we went to this like barbecue kind of restaurant, and I thought, oh, I'm just gonna get this platter with 3 different meats and get Brussels sprouts instead of potato, and I forgot to ask them if they put sauce, because everywhere else, like all the new fruit places don't put sauce on the meat. They like put it on the side.
Right.
So I figured it was the same, but they put sauce on all the meat, and I was just like, I'll just live with it. And I ate it, so it was okay.
Where were you at?
It was Woodfield Mall. Yeah, there's like this place called Kinfork. Instead of like Kinfork. And yeah.
Kinfork.
I mean, the food's pretty good. The food's pretty good. And then like we ended up walking so much yesterday that I feel like it had nothing. It didn't have an effect. But I did, because I've been taking that ketogenics drink, and I feel like because I was eating that, like my body temperature got really high. And I could feel the heat coming off my
What is
skin.
it? It's a thermogenic fucking thing, or no?
It's supposed to bring you into ketosis.
Yeah.
So I feel like because I had the barbecue sauce and it had like too much sugar and stuff, it was burning it.
You're burning hot.
Yeah. I was sweating like crazy.
Like I feel the fat burning. I'm roasting.
I don't think it was the fat.
Optimum
It was
ketosis.
I think it was like the carbs, because there's too many carbs.
Your body wasn't.
The ketogenics stuff was like, was trying to get rid of it right away, because I noticed that like if I take it first thing in the morning without eating anything, like it definitely like just
so wait,
cleans
what
you
is
out.
this
But if
thing
I
called?
eat ketogenics prime,
But I mean, like, it's a meal replacement?
no, it's a supplement.
Oh, okay.
But it's what it's supposed to do is within an hour of drinking it, it brings you into ketosis.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to like worry about like, am I eating too many carbs? Am I getting my macros right? Because it's theoretically have brought you into ketosis.
It's getting to that state. So yeah, so speaking of the supplements, Anna was having a sale.
Yes.
Oh, and I fucking poured out hard.
I limited myself to like, I'm only gonna spend like $150.
I went over that for sure.
So that's why I didn't get so much stuff, but I did get Alpha Brain, some New Mood, and then 3 different bottles of emulsified MCT.
Oh yeah, you got all the flavors now, right?
Except pumpkin spice. So
yeah.
But I thought about getting it, but then I was like, I'll wait till the fall when I want to put my Ugg boots on.
When you're feeling festive and there's all that shit around, and you're like, okay, I'll have a coffee with some pumpkin.
Right.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
So I got the regular. I didn't get emulsified MCT. I got the regular stuff, and yeah, I mean, I don't care if I see oil on top of my coffee. That doesn't bother me at all.
Right.
I was also thinking, a lot of times I sleep in too late, so I don't even have time to make anything before I leave the house. I'll just spoonful it and just get some fat down and just head out from there. Got the New Move, got the Alpha Brain. I think I did the krill oil, or krill, yeah, whatever it is.
The tablets?
Yeah, the pills or whatever. Not it wasn't a bottle of anything, you know.
Yeah.
Matcha, which I just tried for the first time, so I ordered theirs, but this is different.
Yeah.
This is some stuff from Japan.
From Kyoto.
Yeah, dude.
That's the real deal.
Melissa gave me, thank you. Delicious. Yeah, I'm glad. Well, now I'm happy I made that purchase because I made it just knowing that it's supposed to be good for you and that I like tea, but everyone seems to be like, oh no, this shit's not like regular tea. I don't see anything really very offensive or anything.
Oh, no, it's not offensive, but it's not the same as steeping some leaves in water.
No, what about like this you just get as much sediment as you can here? Or what?
I guess. I don't know, I've never had it like that. I usually drink it with like milk or something like that.
But then you drink all that you can, right? So whatever's left at the... It's not like a wheat beer. Damn good though. Then I got Shroom Tech Sport.
Oh, you got that?
For energy.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was thinking about buying that, but I was like, but I'm also getting Alpha Brain, and Alpha Brain's supposed to like do the kind of similar thing because I know Joe Rogan, he takes Alpha Brain and then like drinks a caveman coffee before he works out. So
yeah.
I was like, is it worth getting both or?
As far as like how to build Alpha Brain's more like that, and it seemed like the Shroom Tech was like a whole body, give you energy type deal. But yeah, it seemed like I don't know. It's gonna be fun having all these things because I'm just like, oh, let's take some Alpha Brain now. Oh, let's take some Shroom Tech now.
Turn yourself into an on-it guinea pig.
I had the new move before. I took that on the phone with you guys, and it was pretty good. They say to take Alpha Brain before, like a couple 4 hours before you go to bed, and it'll help with lucid dreaming, which I'm big on or was, but falling out of. Maybe this will help get me back.
Yeah, I remember you'd always be like trying to write down your dreams and stuff.
You ever lucid dreamt? You're missing out, dude. Woo-wee. Get this Alpha Brain in you, we'll get you lucid dreaming.
Well, I want the dream to just play out. I don't want to have. I don't want to know I'm in it.
Alright.
You know.
Alright. Well, if you have no desire to do anything fun at all, then yeah, don't lucid dream.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I got matcha, and those reviews said that maybe it's not as good as the old formula, but that it's better quality now.
But yeah, I would try it and see what how you like it. And you can always try different brands.
Pretty damn good.
You know who liked matcha?
Who?
Bill Paxton.
Oh man, come on. Thought we moved on for old Billy P. The Axeman. K-Pax.
How about them bowls?
And they suck.
Yeah.
They suck. Am I wearing a Bulls hat or a Sox hat?
I don't know which one.
Is it gray or is it
There's
brown?
red. There's red.
Bulls. Bulls suck. Everyone's very upset. So in Chicago, everyone's upset about the Bulls. Did they get swept or did they just...
No, they won the first 2 games, and then Rajon Rondo he like broke his thumb or something.
Tripped him or something?
No, he just broke his. I don't know what happened, but he broke his thumb.
Okay.
And then he couldn't play for the rest of the series, and nobody could guard Isaiah Thomas Jr.
What?
Who plays for the Celtics, and then like he was just. I don't know. The Bulls could have won those 2 games because like his sister had just died, and like the night before,
sister?
Isaiah Thomas Jr.'s sister died like right before the first game, and so he was like obviously distraught, and then maybe he just like got over it, after the first two games. But I think there was a combination of like Rondo being hurt and not being able to guard him. I honestly think the Bulls should have. He didn't need to touch the ball, you know. But he was playing good defense on him. They could have, you know. He took the cast off after the third game, and he just had like a splint on his thumb. He didn't have to touch the basketball. He could have simply been there to guard him. See, that's coaching. Like John Paxson, Gar Forman, you need a coach. I'm your guy. I would have played Rondo merely for defense.
So that's what they did wrong there. That's your synopsis.
And then they lost the next 4 games like straight.
Yeah.
And yesterday, Friday. Yeah, Friday. They looked like they were ready to go home. They didn't even try.
That's true. And then the Hawks get swept.
Yeah.
So number 1 gets swept by number 8. First time ever happens in history.
Yeah.
And now the Bears, everyone's up in arms because they got that new Robert Trujillo or whatever the fuck his name is.
Trubisky.
Robert Trujillo.
My friend Robert Trujillo. I was there. I was at one of the first tours they did with Robert Trujillo. And he was like, let me introduce you to our new bass player, my good friend, Robert Trujillo. And he's like,
yeah, to get this quarterback, we gave up like 3 fucking
we gave up a 3rd round pick. We gave up like a 3rd round pick next year.
I think 2 next year.
And people were like, why would you do that? You're at 3 to move up to 2.
Right.
But I read an article that said that there was definite people were making offers to San Francisco to move up to the 2nd spot. People who wanted a quarterback. So the Bears felt like if they, obviously they really wanted him. Like that was the person that they wanted. So when they heard that, they didn't want to have to take, you know, whoever was left. So they made the move. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad. They still have like 6 picks in the draft, this year's draft. So they gave up 1 pick. Like it wasn't that big deal for this year, and then like 1 next year or something like that. I think people were just kind of like at first going, "Why are you going to move from 3 to 2? That's so stupid."
Right.
Because San Francisco didn't take a quarterback, but it's like there were teams that were willing to trade San Francisco stuff to get to the number 2 spot who wanted a quarterback. So I can remember it. Hopefully he's good. But it's like
right, exactly. If he's good, then that nullifies.
Right.
Who the fuck cares that we gave up 3, right?
Yeah.
So, because if we get like a good quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, we did trade or pick up a free agent, somebody Glennon from Tampa.
Glenn the first.
Tampa. From Tampa. The astronaut. Took off from Tampa.
Yeah, and so people are like, well, what now? Like he was supposed to be our starting quarterback, but who knows now? We're definitely we're back to the years of quarterback controversy. Shane Matthews and Rex Grossman and
you mean the redhead and this new guy are going to be going back to back?
I don't know. We'll see. Because
showdown.
You could NFL teams either do 2 things, right? They either like bench the quarterback for a whole year, to let him learn the system and stuff, and then bring him in, or they throw him to the wolves right away. So we'll see. Maybe
you should just put him out there, man. Get this dude rolling. Yeah. Whichever one's better, I don't give a shit. Just fucking please give us a good quarterback.
But see, the thing is, like, people think like, well, look at Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he stood back there the whole time.
Like maybe 1 or 2 years waiting for Brett Favre to
Wasn't it more than that?
Yeah, it was a while. And now he's like last year he kind of sucked, but for a really long time.
You suck, Aaron Rodgers.
For a long time, he was one of probably the best.
He'll never be as good as Favre. You suck.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, definitely not Brady, but. Barb,
I was,
Barb
oh man,
fucking,
as a Bears fan,
Barb makes you look like a fucking chooch.
as a Bears fan, and you're like, especially us, we grew up, Brett Favre just killing us all the time, and then he like retired, and we were like, I was like, finally like, yes, the Packers are gonna suck now.
It's our time!
And
it's
then,
our time!
boom!
Oh, fuck that.
Aaron Rodgers comes out and looks like the next Brett Favre, and it's just.
It's so much worse though because Brett Favre was a fucking bad motherfucker, dude. He beat us so bad, he beat me into respecting him.
But he also would like do some really. He would have some horrible games where you're like,
yeah, but that was
thank the Lord. You're just hoping like you're gonna get the bad Favre, right?
Right. I mean, he was an extreme. It was like he could go, but that was part of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then he was fucking just tough as shit. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. He hasn't beat us enough for me to respect him. I fucking hate him.
Even though he's like undefeated at Soldier Field.
Fucking dude, he hasn't. It's not enough. It's not enough yet.
And he's
dude,
he's
Brett
got
Favre,
like
our
an
whole
80% at home. His winning percentage is
forever.
80.
How long has Aaron Rodgers been around here for? Plus, I'm an adult. You're gonna have to beat me for way longer before I respect
8 or 9
you.
years, maybe.
You can be a little kid like for a little time. I don't respect you. I'm fucking.
Oh.
Plus, he does stupid shit. Fuck
Yeah.
him.
Before I forget, you know how we were talking about Harry Potter weekends?
Harry Potter weekend.
Like on Freeform, they show all the Harry Potter movies.
Oh, okay, right.
This weekend was a Harry Potter weekend. Guess what time? What's the first one? Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
Guess what time that one started? Yesterday morning.
9? What?
6 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
Sorcerer's Stone was on.
Holy shit.
And they only got to the one. What's the Triwizard Tournament one? Is that Goblet of Fire?
Yeah.
So they got to Goblet of Fire by 8 o'clock at night.
So that'll be the 4th movie. So that's 14 hours later.
I mean, each film is
With
like
the
3
fucking-
hours.
Those commercials,
Yeah.
dude.
They make it
span
out to
those
like 3.
motherfuckers out. Oh my god.
They make a 2.5-hour movie 3 hours long. So
Easy.
yeah, that's why when they do Lord of the Rings and stuff, it's on. They have to start it at
for
6.
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's worse.
Yeah.
I think on Tuesday, me and Smith might try to do a Lord of the Rings marathon. We've been talking about it. I'm on vacation next week. Because it would take, I mean, the special editions are over 4. They're 4.5 each, probably. It's 13 and a half, 14 hours. We start at like 10 in the morning or noon. We'll be done by midnight or 2 in the morning. No commercials, I have to deal with that. Just straight fuck it.
And commentary from Orlando Bloom.
What? Jesus.
Remember Orlando Bloom? Remember when he was like the biggest star in the world?
He was for a while, right?
Lord of the Rings,
Pretty much.
Pirates.
Yep.
And now he's not doing anything. Maybe he doesn't have to be. Maybe he's just like sitting back like, I made these 2 huge blockbuster movies. Like series. They took up like 10 plus years of my life. I can just sit back. And
How many Pirates of the Caribbean was he in? Just one?
He was in the first
couple?
2 or 3? Because there's a 5th one coming out.
Well, they keep making them, but it's so
I think
far
this 5th
past
one
the
is the
point where I'm
last one.
Paying attention.
This is Pirates of the Caribbean. Need to make Johnny Depp some money. So
Right,
he can
right,
pay his
exactly.
taxes or something like that.
Okay, his wife, ex-wife.
Yeah, that's what it is. He was at Disneyland this week.
Oh, and
In
it's
the
all
ri-
dressed up.
in
Yeah,
the
he
ride.
does that shit.
And people were like freaking out. And then Disneyland put a sign like, "No, he's not in here right now.
Right.
You don't like stop making this line 8 hours long because he's gone. He did it for like 10 minutes."
Yeah,
I wonder if he's like contractually obligated to do that, or if he really just wants to spend 3 hours getting the makeup and costume stuff ready to go out there for, an hour. Like, would you want to do that? I would want to do
I
that.
don't know. I just thought about it when you posed the question, and I was like, man, like ideally on Halloween, dude. If there's like people I like and they have a party, hell yeah, like let's all get dressed up and
Right.
fuck around. And I guess if like I had the opportunity, and fuck, he has nothing to fucking do anyway, dude. I mean, he's got to probably just fill his time with the shit he wants to do. It must make him feel fucking good to go get dressed up. Right, all he's gotta do is put on a bandana wig, so he can apply mascara himself and eyeliner. I'm sure. Sure that motherfucker has no problem doing it. And then that's pretty. I don't think he's. I don't know. He could be. I mean, that could be the other end of it, though. He could just totally. They're like, you have to go cause a hullabaloo every fucking couple years of this ride.
Yeah. Have you been on it since they redid it?
It's just the old Pirates of the Caribbean ride. They didn't do any.
No,
I
they
haven't
added
been on it
Jack
yet.
Sparrow in it.
Okay, yeah, I think
So
you told me that. But
after
no, I
the
haven't.
movie, they added Jack Sparrow.
I haven't been on it since I
So
was
that's
a
why
kid.
it's like kind of cool that he comes out because
Right.
instead of the animatronic, it's like they tell you like, oh, you should count how many Jack Sparrows you see because normally there's 7, but sometimes Johnny Depp likes to come out and now there's 8.
If you don't look real hard, you won't be able to tell which one's him.
It's not the one
Because
that's
they're
like
so realistic.
walking around. Yeah, the other ones are like.
Marrying that. Okay.
I love Disney animatronics for how bad they are, but like I love them still.
Oh man, everything's kind of related right now in my head because I'm watching this thing, Maps of Meaning, with that Professor Jordan Peterson who was on Joe Rogan, and the thing starts with Pinocchio, and he's like analyzing Pinocchio, a Disney classic that is like super symbolic, and like every little fucking thing has to do with what this class is about.
Right.
I'm like right in the middle of it, and I'm just picturing the puppet and shit. But it's pretty crazy. I'm actually something about those Disney movies, man, is they hit something right. That obviously resonates still because
Like which
they're old as
ones?
shit. Well,
The old ones, like
like
when Walt Disney was
Pinocchio.
still alive,
yeah, I guess.
or do you think the ones like when we were growing
I
up?
think maybe it is just because I was a little kid, but I mean, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, those were newer ones though,
Yeah.
compared to what Pinocchio, Cinderella would be old,
Dumbo,
Dumbo's old,
Snow White,
Alice in Wonderland,
Alice in Wonderland.
or I mean,
Fox.
Sleeping Beauty.
I mean, there's a lot of old ones that I guess when I was growing up I didn't really realize were old.
yeah, they kind of seemed all the same to me,
Yeah.
a little bit, I guess.
There's like, I just knew that it wasn't from our time because our time they all looked very similar. Like Little Mermaid through Tarzan, they all look fairly similar.
Yeah, like Lion King looks like Pocahontas,
Yeah.
for sure. Like they just have that flat, but not
Right.
a little more than flat
Yeah.
style. Whereas those old ones like Snow White and shit, those are like the super detailed painting looking
yeah.
type.
Yeah. Sleeping
Bob
Beauty's an
Ross.
old one.
Yeah.
Sword in the Stone.
See, I never saw that. I don't think.
No?
I never even watched like Sleeping Beauty a lot. I never watched. Like the ones I watched were Pinocchio, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast. Dumbo would make me fucking sad in the beginning and shit. So I would just avoid
Dumbo
those.
is like really depressing. I remember not ever wanting to watch it after I watched it like the first time because, especially the scene where like he's crying and then it's like that the mom's trunk comes
the
out to like.
shadow of like
It's just like very depressing, and
Oh my
I
God.
recently watched it because my dad bought a bunch of DVDs for us, and we just realized that we could like enter a code in on our Roku, and we could just have them there forever.
Oh wow.
So I put them all put them all in there, and so I was like, well, I haven't watched Dumbo since I was like 4.
Right, let's revisit.
So let's watch it, and I was like, it's still kind of depressing, but it's not as depressing as when I was growing up.
I remember being a little kid. Something about certain feelings would like hit me and wash over me, like
Yeah.
hard. Like
Yeah.
watching something like that would hit, I would be like, oh my god. And so I would stay away from that. Ones that I would watch all the time that were still fucking sad as hell. Fox and the Hound was sad as hell.
That's an old one too. That's from
Is
the
it old?
70s. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like somewhere in the middle. That's a mid-range one. And then there were the live-action ones that you could tell were old.
Yeah.
Like the Buena Vista, Darby O'Gill's, the like.
Apple Dumpling Gang.
Hell yeah, Apple Dumpling Gang. That was a favorite
like,
of mine. I used to watch this shit all the time.
Parent Trap.
Parent Trap.
Pollyanna.
Shaggy Dog.
Shaggy Dog.
Pollyanna, this watch it all the time.
Is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang
Yeah,
Disney?
I think so. For sure.
Mary Poppins. Yeah, it's Disney.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. They're gonna make a new one with the guy from Hamilton.
I don't know what it is.
The guy who wrote Hamilton. He's kind of famous now. He wrote the music for Moana, the newer Disney princess, the Hawaiian one.
Right.
He wrote all.
I saw that billboard and that's
We have him. My dad bought it for us. My dad's part of like the Disney movie club. So like every time they because Disney does this thing where they open the vault, and so they'll have special editions of Pinocchio or whatever, and he gets first crack at them. So he always orders them. But then anything that new comes out, he can order too.
Yeah.
And so he orders a bunch. He's been doing it for my sister, and now that we have Amelia, he's like, do you want them? I'm like, yeah, why don't you get them for me earlier?
Well, I think that there's something fucking right about them.
Yeah.
Because, like how you revisited Dumbo, I revisited Beauty and the Beast after not seeing it for 20 years, probably. And I was sitting with our niece, she's 4, and oh my god, dude, I was crying a lot.
Which
like, I don't know, I don't even know why. Like, some of the music would hit me, and I would just, like, probably when he was like, trying to get someone to help him and shit. The father trying to get someone to help him to save her, and he can. And they just like kick him out of the fucking bar, and he's like a fucking crazy old fuck, no one will help him. And but just all the, even just the displays of like them trying to help her, and all of it, man. The music, something about the images and the pair with that music. And I mean, the little girl's not crying. You didn't cry when you were a little kid.
Right.
You just would be sad, but that happy part's coming. You're good. But me, I was like straight up, like looking away. I was trying to like wipe tears without her seeing, because there were, she'd be like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" It was rough, dude. I got through the movie, but I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah. That's why I stick to like Mulan.
See, I never watched Mulan. I was already.
We were like what, like you were probably 10 or 11. I was like 11. It was 98, so yeah.
So what else? So I never watched Tarzan either, really.
Don't watch that. I mean, okay.
Was that after or before Mulan?
It was after. It was 99. I hate Tarzan because of Phil Collins. Like, because for Lion King, Elton John wrote a lot of the music.
So good.
And it's good, right? But you know what's good about it is that in the movie, it's not Elton John singing the songs. It's not piano, Elton John, right? In Tarzan,
the whole thing.
He's singing every song. It sounds like a Phil Collins
It's like a
album.
late '80s Phil Collins record.
It's not Disney, I want orchestral scores. I want Peabo Bryson singing freaking song. I want whoever, right? Not Phil Collins.
You want a choir of Africans, fucking.
Exactly. No, I mean that's the thing, and like I remember we were old enough to where now I'm actually like listening to like people talking about it, and they're seeing things on TV, and it's all about Phil Collins writing the music.
Yeah, I remember
Phil
that
Collins,
too.
It's gonna be great.
I can clearly see like an interview with Phil Collins on one of those director's chairs, and they've got the background of like Tarzan.
Exactly, and it's like,
oh, this music, oh, and it's just great.
I wrote this music.
I've always been on Tarzan, really.
And then you know my dad would take us to see every Disney movie like religiously.
I feel like we might have seen Tarzan together, honestly.
We
I remember
might have.
going to the theater, and I don't think it was with my mom. It might have been with you. And
Yeah, because we went religiously because my dad always wanted to see who wrote the music, like who composed the score. That way, when the school year started or whatever, he could go and find the music really easily. And if he didn't like the composer, he would just be like, whatever, I'll skip that one and wait till a good arrangement comes out. But like, yeah, we would do it. And so like by that time, I was what, like 99? I was 12. I think I was over it.
Yeah,
and it was
right.
like, and the story was like, I'm pretty sure there were a few other Tarzan movies that came out. I'm like, I like George of the Jungle better. Like honestly, like, and that was a Disney movie too.
Wasn't it Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I was like, wait, yeah, did they make a Tarzan with Brendan Fraser? But it was,
George of the Jungle.
damn.
And I'm like,
Maybe we saw that in the theater. Maybe I'm getting confused because it was like the same period.
yeah, and like I'm like, that's also I think what happened. Like they had George of the Jungle come out, and then like a year later Tarzan came out, and I'm like,
But they do that, yeah.
yeah.
All
And
the
so I was
time.
just like, I think after Tarzan, I like stopped watching Disney movies for a really long time.
Yeah, so I didn't make it to Mulan, I didn't make it to Tarzan, unless seeing it in the theater maybe once and then never.
Right.
And like the last one that really, I really seen Pocahontas at the drive-in. Yeah, on the roof. Jurassic Park and Pocahontas, same fucking night. For real, yeah.
That's an interesting
Double
combination.
feature, that's back in the 90s, baby.
Yeah.
Shit was fun.
Yeah. I remember, and I also remember my dad taking me to see Toy Story because he was like, "This is the first computer animated
Yeah, it was.
feature film," and he's like, "It's gonna revolutionize everything." And you know, I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I mean, I liked it, but I think I was so
Yeah.
used to. I thought it would. I thought it would just be like the human characters would look more human. I
I
think
thought it would be better already.
Yeah.
Like, well, if it's not a cartoon and if this is computer animation, yeah.
And then we're like, oh no, it's still gonna be like cartoon.
Yeah. They haven't made it to that point yet.
But they're also like, there were movies that were trying to be as realistic
More
as possible.
realistic.
And I think also because we played video games and stuff like that, that there was always this like
Well,
progression.
What year did Toy Story come out?
95.
Right. So our video
Right.
games looked like shit.
And
That
but
was
there was
still
always
amazing.
right, and there was always this like progression to how realistic can they look.
Yeah.
I don't think they care as much about that now because
Well, it got to the point.
Right, it got to the point where
Right.
like, how can we make it more? But
I think so, right? I mean, like when you have shit like Smeagol and stuff where it's a real guy, but they put it shit, I mean, his face and everything and all the, they pretty much, I mean, it'll get better, it'll continue to get better, but it's like how much better.
Right.
Now when we watch HD TV, it looks somehow clearer than you do right now, so how the fuck is that possible?
right.
It's like, look at that color, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I was like,
Right. So what has changed since you started this? Like, alright, how are your methods getting better? What are you eating differently? What's getting...
I don't know.
how much of it is routine now where you're not even really too, like, fighting all the time? Or is it?
I'm not really fighting. I think I gotta try to eat breakfast more. I haven't been eating breakfast a lot, but I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing.
You're still doing MCT oil every morning in your
Yeah.
coffee?
Yeah.
But that happens at work? So, like, you're here in the morning for a while,
Yeah.
and then nothing really...
So
it's
I'm
hard
like,
to get up early enough to make breakfast.
yeah, especially like keto breakfast because it takes a little while, but yeah, I think that's the only thing. I want to go to the gym more. I got really bad hay fever because of changing the weather last week, so like I didn't even go to work on Monday. It was that bad, and so like this whole week, I've been like kind of not getting it as much. But I went yesterday. Plus I walked probably like 4 hours, 5 hours at the mall. So
Yeah. Oh, I saw they carry that MCT oil at Whole Foods now.
which one?
I mean, just one
just
of the on
regular-
it. Yeah, probably unflavored or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's actually not bad to know. You didn't want to wait, you know?
Yeah.
I need that shit now!
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I think eating breakfast is, at the end of the day, I wouldn't be as hungry. I
Think so?
I don't know. I had breakfast on Friday, and I really wasn't like needing a snack at the end of the day.
But normally.
Eating a bunch of pepperoni slices in the car on the way to pick up water. I have to drink more water. I realized like when I first was doing the diet, I was drinking a lot of water, and now I'm not drinking as much.
They say it helps get rid of the fat and everything. It
Yeah.
helps clean your system out and speed up the whole deal. Yeah, I think you need to get all of it.
It used to be like, I used to bring like a bottle of water like that big and just
And
down
if you're
it
thirsty,
the
you're
day.
gonna think you're hungry. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah.
Fill that stomach up with some Malta.
Yeah.
But 24 pounds is a big difference. I mean, how much did you lose when you said you did it the last time? Did you just say 30?
30 or 40 pounds, yeah.
And so you're already like,
Yeah.
I don't know, much more. I don't know. What would you do last time that was different? I mean, you were just doing like a lot of cardio and stuff, right? And just kind of like watching calories.
I was on Nutrisystem.
Oh, Nutrisystem, right? So what I was gonna say is this is much more sustainable.
Yeah,
like,
because
much more like a real
right,
lifestyle.
the food on
not
Nutrisystem
like-
is not something you can do for forever. And
Tell us about Nutrisystem.
well, basically, it's like you get these meals sent to your house. You get like a month's supply of food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a bunch of snacks and desserts. And the whole idea behind
How are they packaged? Like TV dinners?
kind of, yeah. TV dinners, like, you know those you can go buy ravioli things, but you can
Yeah.
microwave it,
Yeah.
or like a soup, right? Stuff like that. And then just like regular package, like cookies come in like a regular plastic package. But everything is made so that it won't spike your blood sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So you're having like pasta or whatever, but whatever carbs they're using don't spike your blood sugar. It's all about the glycemic index, right?
Mm-hmm.
But and the portion says they're really small, and then they say, okay, for lunch, eat this tuna salad that we give you, and then eat it with a crap ton of vegetables that you supply yourself, fresh vegetables. So you can either have it cooked or eat a salad or whatever.
Yeah.
And so Melissa was always like, we can do this ourselves, but the problem is like, when we cook entrees, we're not cooking according to the glycemic index.
Right.
And then two, we're giving ourselves portion sizes that are far larger, even though we might not think we are. And she's like, but we just have to eat something small and have like a giant salad or a crap ton of vegetables. That's the idea behind.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be, but I think that's very difficult to do.
Doesn't
And
sound appealing or
and
anything.
And then the Nutrisystem food is not that good. You know, you'll find like 2 or 3 things that you're like, these are okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing you're like, oh, I love this.
I can't wait to eat that.
But I mean, like they have honey and Cheerio kind of things and stuff like that. So it's, you know, I would eat that every day, or like bran flakes or something like that. I eat that every day. But again, the serving size is that much. If I ate a bowl of bran flakes, like I went to the store, I'm having like a giant bowl, you know. So it just wasn't sustainable. Like I did it 3 different times. The first time I lost maybe 30 pounds, and towards the end of it, I was kind of like cheating things. Like they give you burger patties, and like I was making double cheeseburgers with mayo and barbecue sauce and all stuff like that. Eating it on white bread, even though you're not supposed to, and all stuff like that. And so the second time I did it, like I kind of kept the weight off, kind of, and but the second time I did it, I just completely was, you know, eating extra and not eating as much salad and stuff, and was definitely going off the diet, because like some people, like they'll be on Nutrisystem all week, and then on the weekends they eat whatever the hell they want.
Right.
So I was like, well, I'll do that, you know. And so I lost maybe 10 pounds that time in a whole month.
Oh wow.
And then the second time we did it, we started training for a half marathon, and we were like, well, we're training, why don't we do this too, and then it'll help.
Right.
And I lost it like another 30 pounds. But in between that the second one and the third one, I probably gained like 50 pounds. So yeah. Whatever. So, but like Melissa couldn't do it. She couldn't even last the whole month. She's like, the food's horrible. I think we got to the first month, and she didn't order. She canceled the second month for her, but I still got the second month, so I had to go through the second month.
Oh god.
And then I'm like, well, we might as well just cancel it.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
You really have to be in a certain mental state to do it.
Punish yourself.
Where you're like, I don't care what food tastes like.
Right,
you know.
this is just fuel. I get 3 meals a day plus 2 snacks a day, and here we go.
Right. And I don't think she was in the right mind frame, and I was for the first month, but then once she's not on it, the second month I was like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So you lose weight. You definitely lose weight. You're not going to keep it off though. So, and it's really tough after that 1 month. I feel like I might be able to do it for more than a month, but it
would it
seemed
be
like
the
a month
same
would
when there
be,
wouldn't be any new meals? You would just repeat a month.
You could switch things up if you want.
Yeah.
But some people are like, I know these are the things I like to eat from this limited menu.
Yeah.
And if you want like real food that like is made with fresh ingredients and stuff like that, you gotta pay extra. So
Yeah. Fuck you, Nutrisystem.
But yeah, so 24 pounds. Hopefully you can go another 20 something pounds, get to 300. But our next goal is 315. Yeah. So we got 9 more
13
pounds.
more pounds. So
13,
at this rate, 4 pounds a week, it'll be 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
Go.
But we got Mother's Day.
You gotta start drinking water though.
Yeah, I got some.
I think that might be a big thing. Do you feel more spry? Are you jumping around and fucking touching rim again?
No. I never could touch the rim. It's funny because you're just like talking about 32 waist jeans. I think I wore 32 waist jeans when I was like in 4th grade.
I think I did too though.
Oh,
I mean honestly like got it to 32s by 5th, 6th grade. We were little chunky kids and then it's still, yeah. But then I became a skinny adult and it was still 32.
Right.
Yeah, if I get down to 36 is done. I know I already said this, but the 32, if like the day I put on 32 pants and they fit, that's gonna be like, holy shit. Because it's been a long time. I bought 34s in probably 2006 or 7 and never went back. It's been a long time.
pretty sure I'll never get rid of the X from on my shirts
Your
and
shirt
stuff.
size.
But as long as it's like one X, I don't need to have like multiple X's. I'll be happy.
Well, I was XL at around 240. I think now all my XLs are looking a little too baggy. My pants are looking baggy.
Melissa said yesterday I was wearing these. She said, "You look like you crapped your pants." That's how baggy these pants are.
So baggy your pants are and how supportive Melissa is. You cracked your pants.
Maybe I did. What's it to you?
I'm sure they got a lot lighter. Those Colts are so expensive now, man. My sister gave me a $50 Target gift card. Did I tell you this already? What? Just
I like, especially for me, like because of how I can't go to just the regular section, so I have to go to the big and tall, and there are very few stores that have big and talls. So, and to buy it, like I bought these. I have to wait till they go on sale, where it's like buy one get one 50%, or else I'm spending like over $100 on 2 pairs of pants because of the size.
$50 now, man.
I know.
Fucking
For me, they're 60 because I have the extra material. I was looking at a website and for T-shirts, and you can get like they have all kinds of cool like logos and stuff like that. Whatever you're thinking of.
Can you customize?
No, but like people like you and me who are into graphic design put their designs up, and you can. And so like you want a Mighty Ducks shirt that's like the flying. It says flying, and then it has the symbol.
Yeah.
You know, like that's you can get that. Like I found a cool running shirt from when they're coming in from the airport into Calgary, and the one guy put every single piece of clothes he has and his duffel bag on, and he's like running on. He looks like a burrito. Like they had that, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. And they had a sale, right? And it was like every shirt's $14 instead of regular $20, except 2X and up. Yeah. So it's like, I gotta wait. I gotta wait. It's always like that though, so I'm used to it.
Discrimination.
Yeah, I'm just like, I gotta wait. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be ordering a lot of stupid T-shirts like that once I lose enough weight.
That's funny you say that though, because I'm trying to throw most of my shit away and just get it down to bare bones. But once it gets down to bare bones, I want like all my shit to be stuff I really like. So I'm already thinking about all the T-shirts I'm gonna have made. Cause we only have like 10 T-shirts. God damn it, they're gonna
That's what
come.
I'm thinking. Like, I wanna, cause like I have these shirts that I've had for like 15 years that are my like sleeping shirts.
Yeah.
You know, like they're so comfortable and stuff. But they're gonna be so big on me because they're like 3X
Yeah, dude.
stuff.
You don't want to be walking around that shit
And
anymore.
so I'm like,
It's so sleeping.
definitely like downgrade a bunch of stuff. But there's shirts that like I bought and like I want to wear, but
You
they're
never
too.
got to.
I never got to because they were too small. I was like,
That shit started happening to me too, dude. Like, oh my god. Like, I bought shit in 2014, like, before I went to New Orleans. And months later, I couldn't wear it anymore. I was like, what the fuck? I just bought these.
Right.
Like, why am I continuing to fucking get bigger and bigger? Once a Men's Warehouse, when they measuring, I was 35. By the time I'm buying pants now, I'm 36. Like, Jesus fuck. I couldn't see what was happening. I couldn't nail it. I couldn't put my finger on it. I was
it's
like,
funny
why do I
because like
keep
right
buying
now I'm like, oh yeah, I feel thinner. Like I look down and I feel like there's less.
Right.
But I'm like, but then I said to myself, I kind of said that too when I was 350 pounds. You know, like, and I kept gradually getting bigger. I was like, I kind of look smaller. Like, because you're just like, it's a mental
Or you
thing.
at least think you look the same. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I'm 240, but no, I don't look that much different.
Right.
But yeah, then it starts coming off, and you're like, whoa. Like now when I looked at it, I'm like, holy shit, yeah, that looks, that's from a long time ago. I forgot that it wasn't normal, like, you know. we can get used to anything, and it's just like if you don't fucking plan
The
accordingly.
moment I don't have a gut, that will be, because that'll be like first time since like first grade that I haven't had a
You're gonna
gut.
be like, oh my god. Yeah, dude. Because I can almost see muscle on my midsection again, and I'm like, whoa! Almost, not really, because I've been working out, but it's like,
Yeah.
everything's shrinking up. Crazy. I just noticed that side's different from that side for the first time ever. Probably because you're losing weight, and I can see more of the shoulder. It's all stretched back.
That's true. No, this sweater, when I first bought it, the zipper would always move down itself to like here,
Oh my god.
and like that's where
It's also-
it would unzip itself and just stay like right there, because that's where, because I was so
At least the
big,
amount of
like
tension was.
right. But now I can zip it up and it's fine, you know. So I do notice
Yeah.
that there is a difference, because this
I could see
definitely
more of it, dude. I swear
Right.
to God, I could see that now that I couldn't, because before it was like totally stretched back.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. There's a lot of shirts, things are fitting better. I have like a puffy vest, kind of like a la Marty McFly,
Nice. Yeah.
and it wouldn't zip up for the longest. And
Flotation device.
now it zips up, and there's actually like room
Oh
between
yeah, right.
it.
So
So,
fucking packed
Yeah.
into it. I'm so glad that all my clothes aren't. Dude, I remember that. You know, putting on the 36s, sucking in my gut, and then it just cutting into me all day long.
Yeah.
Take off your pants at the end of the day, you just have these red ass marks.
exactly.
It's like my gut's out this way, my ass is out this way, and I'm just looking at myself sideways in the mirror like, what is happening? I wish I could look like a fucking raptor or something. Get raptored by me. But so we're gonna get all of the Sonic shit this week, maybe. Hopefully. When did you order
Hopefully.
your shit? I ordered mine on Thursday night.
I ordered mine Friday morning.
Or it might have been Friday morning because maybe I forgot Thursday.
No, I woke up to your text.
I was saying I just ordered a
Yeah.
shitload. Yeah.
So I was like, because you said there was a sale, and I was like, oh, maybe I should look. And so I looked, because I needed to. I'm already on my second bottle.
I should
Almost
buy more
MCT
oil.
MCT oil. So I was like, I should buy more of it, and I should get the strawberry. I thought strawberry one, maybe I'll drink more water.
More water.
you know.
Fuck it. Put some fat in it.
Yeah,
Maybe get something worth drinking.
right.
Do more bubble water, man. When I got sick of water.
I got some LaCroix or whatever at Costco, and I'm like, I could. All my life I hated that stuff.
I always used to as well. I love it now.
Yeah, I'm like,
Did you actually like it?
I'm like, at first I was like, because it's like the carbonate. All you taste is the carbonation.
It's crazy.
So it's like, but now it's growing on me, and it's like, oh great, I'm one of those people
I
now.
thought the same thing, dude. From the minute I started buying this fucking shit, you know, especially if it's a Perrier or something, or a LaCroix, you just feel terrible. You're like, oh no, what am I
Become one of
doing?
those people.
But when you stop drinking pop and shit, or juice, which is just
Right.
sugar to the max,
Right.
and you drink it, even if it's flavored at all, I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Whereas
Yeah.
someone would drink a LaCroix who drinks like Coke all the time, be like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy. This is a nice palate changer.
I'm gonna probably go pick some more up,
Yeah, dude.
because get some different flavors.
Weird how that happens.
It was also like the flavors were weird at Costco, because it was like they're not typical Hans flavors. Like it was passion fruit and mango, and I'm not like a tropical fruit kind of person. And coconut's like the worst flavor of LaCroix I've heard.
Oh yeah.
Like Kelly talks about all the time, like how it's like the worst flavor ever. And so I was like, well, yeah, we can try it, whatever. And I like it, so I'm gonna go to the grocery store and see if I can find like more Hans-centric flavors. Because I know they have like mixed berry and like cream something.
I haven't had many LaCroix flavors. I feel like I've had peach. Isn't there like a peach?
Maybe. I think there's like a lot of flavors.
But I've just been getting, they have this this Jarrito stuff. They have fucking Topo Chico at my corner store. They do have Perrier. They have Schweppes and like Seagrams.
Right.
And I fucking tried all of them and I rated them all. But the big bottles they have are either Jarritos or Topo Chico, so I get those because Perrier is more expensive.
Yeah.
Shit. But I can't wait to get all that stuff. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
That's one of the fun things about, like, the few fun things about being on a diet or being healthy is when you get these supplements and stuff. It does make you feel better. It makes you feel like you're doing something. Being
And it's also like it's kind of like getting rewarded.
Right. Yeah. For real.
You know, normally if we were gonna reward ourselves, we'd go out and have pie or something.
Yeah. Eat or drink or
Right.
do something like spend money on yourself.
Right.
In that way, but this is like still like I got tea, but I got really expensive tea or really healthy tea.
Right.
And expensive. And it just, it makes you feel like, it also I think will direct your actions more. If you take that, then you're like, well, I might as well make this better decision over in this area since one good leads to another.
And it's a mental thing. You're rewarding yourself with something more positive and healthier than going out and buying cake or eating like a crap ton of pancakes or something.
I'm really
like that.
interested in the Shroom Tech though.
Yeah.
Since I've already had
let me
I've
know.
already had Alpha Brand. I'll just bring some over.
Okay.
I'll bring Shroom Tech over. And then the krill oil, I have regular already Omega 369, which I have been forgetting to take. So I'm gonna try to put all the shit together.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to take a probiotic too, and a multivitamin.
Gut hell.
Yeah. So, but it's hard to remember to do that.
And one thing that I see consistently that like successful people that you watch online, they all have a morning and evening routine. And I think that that's like really important. I want to try to get a morning routine where, obviously all those things are going to be part of it. Make tea, make a breakfast, actually do all that before work.
Yeah.
By the time I roll out for work, have that done. And then have something at night where you either write for a period of time or you do this, or you get certain important things done, plan out the day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think that'll go a long way. This weight stuff's all related to everything else. Getting your shit together, right? It's just like, we're getting old, Hodgie.
Unfortunately.
I feel it.
What are we gonna do next year
For 30? I don't know, I have like a year. I have almost a year straight. Well, I think it'll be interesting to see what's changed. It always is, right? But if I'm still just generally on a making better decision path, I won't be at the job I'm at now. That'll be completely different. Have a year more of LF Nasty, have a year of this, or over a year. As my mom would say, it's time to shit or get off the pot, I think. Classic.
Yep.
Anything else weight-wise or routine-wise?
I don't think so.
Probably good.
Yeah.
We'll have our on it stuff for next week. We'll have your weigh-in. Yeah, I know. Oh man, what if it doesn't come? God damn it.
Well, it didn't take that
Actually,
long.
my order
for
shipped yesterday.
Oh, it
It
did?
said I got an email saying I was shipped. So but I
Mine
think it said
probably
Sunday,
shipped
Monday.
Monday.
They don't. If it already shipped, then now it's in the hands of the authorities.
Well, it depends. They could, because a lot of times when they say it ships, all they've done is created
Put
the
it in a
label.
box. Oh yeah.
They've created the label with FedEx or
Hopefully it
whatever.
got out. And then they don't deliver it. Doesn't one of them deliver on Sunday still, like FedEx or UPS?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Alright, so we had a little technical difficulties, but we're back.
As usual.
It's part of our MO.
We kind of like to have a lot of technical difficulties.
So if you'd like to help us with those technical difficulties, you can always help us over at patreon.com. You can send us a little moolah. We'll give you a little something else so that we can get some better equipment over here that doesn't keep farting out on us. But yeah. So where were we?
I was about to ask which place shipped on Sundays, because I thought one did, like
Right.
UPS or FedEx or
Yeah.
something. And I just want my shit, basically. Basically, I want my shit, I want it now.
I think I ordered mine like the last time I ordered. I don't remember when I ordered, but it came within a week. So
Well, I want it today. I want it at my fucking house. Today. In a fucking box.
I think maybe I had ordered it Saturday and it came by like Thursday or Friday. So you'll probably get yours by like Tuesday or something.
Oh, but I'll be home. Because I'm on vacation. Just take all of them at once. Just get everything. MCT oil. Every single pill.
Yeah.
Intact. Uppers, downers. I'll have new moods. I'll have. Alright, other than that.
I think we're pretty good.
Alright, everyone. Bye bye.
Hope you enjoyed it.